squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. 54. I got him. Come. Get it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So in playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Watch safety. Good job right there. Safety's creeping. Let's go.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And
now
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jackson to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here we go, here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
You know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get that ball, yeah, let's get that ball right here. Check, screen. Check.
And an alley to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And it's incomplete. That's one of the strangest play calls you'll ever see. But they'll get it back. It's 2nd down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Third quarter starts with a run from Lynch, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards. Wilson flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Wilson forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Defense wins championships, man. Check 26, check 26. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Lynch. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson steps away. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Hey, alert. Mike, 55. One left. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Down to lose one. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They run again on first down Lynch. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Switch out, switch out. 6 down, check 6.
First down, the run with Lynch. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
55, Mike, 55. Go. Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown grab. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To the air again, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about